Hi, I'm John Maxwell. When the top companies in the world are looking for trainers, speakers, and coaches, there's one name that stands above the rest, and that's Maxwell Leadership. Our certified team members have gotten proven results for companies all over the globe, and our reputation, I'm proud to say, is second to none. Some of our members have risen to the top of their profession, including the one you're going to meet today. I proudly introduce you to my friend Bob Fabian Zinka.
Welcome to the Leadership and Success Podcast with your host, Coach BZ, where we help you lead with purpose and succeed with impact. If you're ready to grow into the kind of leader others want to follow, this podcast is for you. If you're determined to elevate your success and leave a lasting legacy, this podcast is for you. As my mentor, Dr. John C. Maxwell reminds us, everything rises and falls on leadership. Our goal is simple: to inspire you, challenge you, and equip you with insights that can transform the trajectory of your leadership journey. Welcome aboard to another episode of the Leadership and Success Podcast with Coach BZ.
Let's do our moment of gratitude, which is our custom here on the Leadership and Success Podcast. So for just a second, if you would, you may close your eyes if you can. And I want you to think about one thing that you are grateful for today. And I think today I am really grateful for connection, networking. I think I've never met a stranger in my life. Everybody I meet is my friend. At least that's the way I think about it. And it's really amazing what a connection might be able to do for you in the future. Just adding value to people, and then I think people add value back into your life. I can say that I would not be where I am today in my life if it wasn't for the people I have met. So I am grateful for connection. Live their lineage too, right? So you are really making a big difference. Now, this is called the Leadership and Success Podcast. I know success has different meaning for different people. In my opinion, many people still define success the way it was defined for them. It's not their own definition. And I know by looking at your work, maybe the definition of success that kind of change throughout your career. I guess the question for you is, how do you personally define success today, and how has that definition evolved over time?
Success to me is not just financial. To me, it's also fulfillment. I think success comes when there's a balance between the two. It's hard to be successful and be happy if you're constantly chasing after, how am I going to pay my next bill?
Yes.
But it's also hard to be successful and be happy if you are not able to enjoy your weekend and you say to yourself, I'm already not looking forward to going to work on Monday.
Yes.
Right? That's a problem, because then, well, it's obvious you don't like your job, right? I mean, so something needs to give there. No one needs to live that life. And I understand, but we both know this. AI isn't perfect. If you type something into ChatGPT, okay, it may give you something, but you still have to proofread it, you still have to edit it, and you still have to do work with it.
True.
So you can't use it like it's your copywriter. It doesn't mean that it's perfect.
Yeah, we go back to human oversight. Earlier. Yeah.
So that's why, inserting it like it's a tool and teaching them the way on how you want it used in that particular role is okay. And that should be the way, because now you still have human oversight.
Yes.
Going all nutty with it and saying, I'm going to cut and I'm going to line my pocket with it. CEOs, take a note. I'm not afraid. Somebody's going to come at me.
Speak the truth.
I'm going to have nasty email by the end of the day. But
no, this is important, because it is affecting our societies right now.
It really is. And because these poor folks still need to put food on their table and a roof over their heads at the end of the day. Yeah. And, and they have children to feed.
All right, let's dive in. Today, we're going to unpack a really powerful idea from Coach Valerie Martinelli. And it's this: what if the real key to success isn't about climbing the ladder, but about serving others? Let's explore how that one little shift could change everything. So let me ask you something right off the bat. Have you ever gotten that thing you were chasing? You know, the big promotion, the raise, and you should feel on top of the world, but you just don't? That's the gap we're talking about, that disconnect between what looks like success and what actually feels like it. And this quote from Coach Valerie Martinelli just hits the nail on the head. If you're not fulfilled, it's not real success. Simple as that. It's the difference between just having a job and actually designing a life where you're not constantly living for the weekend. This is really the heart of it all. Okay, so first, we have to talk about something called the success illusion. We're all conditioned to chase the same things, a better title, a bigger salary. But what happens when you get there and realize it's not what you thought it would be? That's the trap we're going to look at. I mean, just look at these numbers. Valerie's clients are landing raises anywhere from $15,000 to a whopping $60,000. On paper, that's a massive win. That's the kind of thing that gets you a pat on the back, a nicer car. But is that really the whole story? Yeah, because here's the reality check. As Valerie puts it, what good is a $60,000 raise if you're working 120 hours a week? What's the point if you look up and your 4-year-old is suddenly 6 and you missed it? That's not a win. That's a trade you'll probably regret forever. So if the old way of chasing success is broken, what's the alternative? Well, this brings us to a totally different approach, one that comes from Valerie's own background in public service. It's all about leading by serving first. And the core idea is this: servant leadership. So you can just forget that old image of a pyramid with the boss sitting at the top. Instead, picture an inverted pyramid where the leader is at the bottom, holding everyone else up. It's a total mindset shift. Your job isn't to be served, it's to serve your team, your clients, everyone. And you can hear it right there in her own words. For Valerie, fulfillment isn't some happy accident that might happen if you get successful. No, it's the direct result of doing good work for other people. When your main goal is to help, the work just naturally becomes meaningful. That perspective shift is absolutely everything. Okay, that philosophy sounds amazing, right? But the big question is, how do you actually put it into practice? Well, that's exactly what we're getting into now. It's time to open up the Transformation Toolkit. This is the real how-to for making it happen. It all boils down to these 3 pillars. And they're not a checklist. You have to see them as totally interconnected. This isn't about just tweaking your resume. It's a complete overhaul of how you operate, and it starts from the inside. So let's break them down. Pillar number 1, mindset. You can have the most brilliant answers for an interview, but if you walk in that room not truly believing in your own worth, they're going to feel it. It's that simple. You've got to be your own biggest believer before anyone else will be. Then there's strategy. So many of us get stuck just scrolling job sites, firing off resumes into a black hole. That's being reactive. A real strategy is proactive. It means you're intentionally building your brand, you're networking with a purpose, and this is so important, you're not afraid to ask for help. And the third pillar is intention. This is all about realizing that every little interaction matters. Every email, every handshake, every conversation, it's not just a task to check off a list. It's an opportunity to connect, to learn, to grow. It's about being purposeful in every single thing you do. And this right here really shows one of the biggest mental shifts you can make. It's about moving from just selling your skills, saying I can do this and this and this, to truly communicating your value. It's about explaining why what you do matters. That's the difference between being a commodity and being a solution. Now, let's be real for a second. This kind of transformation, it's not a walk in the park. It takes a lot of emotional strength. And that brings us to what might be the most crucial piece of the whole puzzle: the power of resilience. I absolutely love this quote. It's a complete reframing of what rejection means. Every no isn't the end of the road. It's just feedback. It's information that tells you to try a different route. So the question isn't if you'll get knocked down. It's what do you do next? Do you stay down or do you get back up? So how do you actually build that resilience? Well, one of the most powerful ways is through gratitude. And this isn't just some fluffy feel-good idea. There's real science here. A regular gratitude practice can literally reprogram your brain to be more optimistic and focused, which is exactly what you need to handle career challenges. And this is just the honest truth, isn't it? Building a career that actually means something is hard work. You're going to have setbacks. You have to find that inner fire to stay motivated. This is a great reminder that the challenge is part of what makes the reward so sweet. So where does this all lead? When you put it all together, you realize this isn't just about finding a new job. It's about something so much bigger. It's about you taking control and completely redefining what success even means. So here are 5 huge lessons to take with you. You see, it starts with self-awareness and ends with that sweet spot, balancing what you earn with how you feel. Don't think of these as just career tips. They're more like a blueprint for a life you'll actually love living. Which brings us to our final question. And this one isn't for us to answer, it's for you. After all of this, what does a truly successful career look like to you? Is it still the title, the money, or is it something deeper? A career built on purpose, on service, on real fulfillment. The power to define that is all yours.
Welcome to our session today. We're diving into how one coach redefines success by merging service with personal fulfillment. It's like where your career, your life, and your values align.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So we're talking about the journey from traditional services to a more transformative, service first approach. What really strikes you about that?
Well, it's that core idea of servant leadership. You know, Valerie Martinelli's perspective really emphasizes that leadership is not about titles or trophies. It's about doing good work. She's all about serving others. And as she says, if you're out there helping others, you're doing something
Absolutely.
fulfilling.
I like that. It's like she's saying that success isn't just about the financial gains, right? There's this whole inner fulfillment part. Can you expand on that?
Yes, sure. It's like success without fulfillment is not really success at all. Valerie redefined her own concept of success when she was transitioning from nonprofit work into consulting. She moved from financial stability to looking for balance, like ensuring you're not chasing money at the expense of well-being.
Right on. And she's not just talking big ideas, she's out there showing real results, like helping executives land salary increases and achieving a genuine sense of purpose. It sounds almost revolutionary, doesn't it?
Exactly. It's almost like she's rewriting the playbook. Instead of just focusing on number increases, she stresses the importance of alignment, your values, your purpose. She even mentions that, you can't take a $60,000 raise if it comes with a 120-hour work week. That really hits home the idea of balance.
Yeah, totally. That brings up another interesting point, the blend of mindset, strategy, and intention. How does that integrate into her method?
Oh, it's pivotal. She focuses on three pillars: mindset, strategy, and intention. It's like you have to first unlock the inner potential, your higher self. And then, from that place of fulfillment, you strategically approach interviews, negotiations, and networking.
Yes.
Without that self-belief, you just can't, commit fully to what's truly transformative.
I wonder though, don't you think that for some leaders, this might seem a bit idealistic? I mean, in, some high pressure corporate environments, the focus is so much on the bottom line.
That's a fair point. But Valerie's journey shows us that even in the corporate realm, true leadership is built on authenticity and service. It's a resistance against the idea of sacrificing your personal well-being for financial success. And honestly, she champions saying no to roles that don't align with what you value most, like time with your family.
Yeah, I see that. It's interesting, really, because that philosophy resonates beyond just one industry. Whether you're in tech, military, or even government, that servant ethos is universal.
Absolutely. It's about lifting others. Her background in public service and nonprofit work really shines through in her consulting practice, and she's even using technology in a thoughtful way, developing AI datasets to ensure that automated coaching still carries human oversight.
Yeah, that's so innovative. Speaking of innovation, she also emphasizes the importance of gratitude and self reflection. That seems like a gentle reminder in, challenging times.
Right you are. Part of her holistic approach is grounded in gratitude, stopping to recognize what you have even on tough days. It's like rewiring your mindset so you don't get lost in the endless chase for the next achievement. Instead, you tap into what truly makes life meaningful.
Exactly. And then there's that book she co authored, Ready, Connect, Grow. It almost acts like a roadmap, not just for networking, but for connecting authentically with people. What was your take on that?
Oh, the book really nails it. It walks you through the three phases: ready, connect, and grow. It's not just about collecting contacts, it's about building real relationships with deliberate value. Like, it empowers leaders to see networking as a means of mutual growth rather than a transactional exercise.
Right, that's the essence. I did have one question though. At times, some might say that this holistic service first approach can be soft in competitive environments. Do you think that criticism holds any water?
I actually respectfully disagree. In high stress sectors like cybersecurity or the military, guidance that centers on empathy, balance, and strategic self awareness can be the difference between burnout and breakthrough. When you're grounded in purpose and service, your leadership becomes more sustainable.
Definitely. That's a strong counterpoint. It's something that leaders across sectors can take note of, especially now with the immense pace of technological change.
Right, and speaking of technology, her work with AI as a career coach trainer is a reminder that while tech will automate many jobs, the critical skills of empathy, strategic human connection, and oversight will always be needed.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like we're reminded that leadership in the 21st century isn't just about, data or trends. It's about humanity, resilience, and the courage to keep going amidst failures.
That's a perfect summation. And really, with her coaching and mentorship focus, helping leaders, including military officers and tech professionals, rediscover their purpose, Valerie is a beacon for those feeling the weight of
Indeed.
modern challenges.
I love how it circles back to the timeless principle: we are here to do good work, no matter the industry. At our core, it's about uplifting others and nurturing our own growth.
Exactly. And that's what makes this approach so universal. By establishing clear personal values and aligning them with career goals, leaders can um, craft an environment where fulfillment and professional
Yeah,
achievement
totally.
coexist.
Before we sign off, what's one key takeaway for leaders listening right now?
For me, it's that leadership isn't a destination, it's a discipline. Whether you're designing an AI system or mentoring through personal challenges, the goal is to keep learning, keep serving, and keep growing.
Absolutely. That's a powerful note to end on, a reminder that by serving our teams and being true to ourselves, we lead authentically. Thanks for breaking that down so passionately.
Anytime. Remember, it's all about mixing service, strategy, and that deep inner fulfillment. We're all in this journey
Right.
together.
Until next time, keep leading with integrity and heart, and never forget you are ready, connected, and growing.
Yeah, you're doing the interviews because you can, because you're good at whatever the role might be, but
Mm-hmm.
you have to actually want to be in that organization.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes, that is quite powerful. And talking about that, so like we said, right? You've helped a whole lot of people, not just find better job, but really live better lives too. So in a way, not just a career coach, you're kind of like a life coach too, in some way. I guess the question I have for you, especially now in the market we are in, some people they apply for like hundreds of jobs, no interview, or when they get interviews, and then they feel like they may get an offer and cricket, nothing's happening. So people get discouraged quite a bit. So for those in the audience listening right now, what is your advice for people who are really seeking a new opportunity in this type of economy?
Well, first of all, you obviously don't give up, because I'm a big believer, if you're giving up, you're giving up on yourself, and you don't want to do that. That to me is not an option.
Yes.
Second of
Yeah. Yeah. It's wow. Cool. Okay. Is there maybe a song, a book, or a movie that would be your life's theme or anthem? What
ooh,
would it be?
hmm.
In anything?
You're going to laugh. So I have the tendency to be a perfectionist, right? So
Okay.
there's a song that comes to my mind, and yeah, it's a little bit of an older song, but how about Simply the Best by Tina Turner?
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. I love Tina. Yes. Yeah. I guess I used to be a perfect.
Thank you for tuning in to the Leadership and Success Podcast with your host, Coach BZ. If today's episode added value to your leadership journey, be sure to subscribe, share, and join us again for more wisdom nuggets on how to lead better and achieve greater success. Remember, leadership is the most critical skill of our time. The world will always need leaders to inspire others, drive innovation, and execute meaningful strategy. So why not count yourself among the bold leaders shaping the 21st century? Until next time, stay inspired, stay committed, and keep leading with excellence.